Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically the adorable little town of Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and I am here outside of the John Brown Wax Museum. Now for those of you who are not familiar with Mr. John Brown, he was an abolitionist to the extreme. See, John Brown hated slavery. He really, really hated slavery. And that's cool, because nowadays we all hate slavery. We all think slavery sucks. But John Brown, he did it, went about it. You know, he was all in. He didn't toy around. You know, his idea of fighting slavery was taking a sword and chopping people's heads off that like slavery. If you like slavery, John Brown was going to hunt you down and murder you with a sword. Also, even later, lead full-scale attacks on the federal government in an attempt to end slavery. So very controversial, interesting figure, and he has his own wax museum here in Harper's Ferry. Interestingly enough, according to Road Sign America, there are only 2 people in America who have wax museums dedicated to them, and those 2 people are Jesus Christ and John Brown. Let's go check this out. Follow me. We got a slave auction.
The reflections of childhood can burn forever in a person's mind. As a young boy, John Brown saw many slave auctions. He witnessed
Alright, looks like this is the Underground Railroad.
John Brown's violent anti-slavery actions did not start with his raid on Harper's Ferry. 3 years before the Harper's Ferry raid, John Brown led a group of men in Kansas who unmercifully and cold-bloodedly murdered 3 slavery sympathizers.
Alright, now here's where things get real. There's John Brown murdering slave sympathizers with a sword. Look at all this carnage. What about the children? So here is John Brown trying to establish an independent nation for slaves. Alright, now there's no air conditioning in here, and some people might complain about that, but I actually think it kind of adds to the charm.
Here at the Kennedy Farmhouse, John Brown prepares for his raid on Harper's Ferry. His plan was to steal guns from the United States arsenal located there, with the refuge in the Virginia mountains.
Smuggle weapons with Bibles. A perfect crime.
Ironically, arsenal located there, with these guns,
Look at that.
John
He's
Brown
breathing.
planned to arm escaped slaves and help them set up a refuge in the Virginia mountains. Behind you is the Harper's Ferry train station the evening of the raid. Ironically, the first person to be
Oh my god, look at the carnage here. Look at John Brown's face. Oh, look at that.
Early morning at Harper's Ferry, John Brown and his men rounded up some townspeople and held them hostage in the small Harper's Ferry engine house.
The trial of John Brown. Guess he was dying while they tried him. That's humiliating. Here's John Brown awaiting his execution. That must be the executioner right there. There's John Brown being led to the gallows. And look, they already got his casket ready. Please push button. And hey, check this out. This is the original firehouse that John Brown hauled up in as he had a siege against the federal government. So I appreciate you guys joining me in this journey through this wax museum with John Brown, the extremely controversial, murderous abolitionist, kind of like a civil rights activist mixed with a deranged serial killer. Very interesting stuff, very interesting character, definitely deserves his own wax museum. Appreciate you guys watching. If you like this sort of thing, please like, subscribe, and share. Check out my website, www.thecarpetbagger.org. And if you want to throw me a few dollars on Patreon, I will send you postcards on my journeys. I also sell t-shirts, and the links are down there. Appreciate it. Okay, this is unrelated, but there is like a ghost sign written on the side of this mountain. I can't read what it says, but that's pretty insane.